So you're thinking about moving to Green Valley, Arizona, but you want to know the good, the bad, and everything in between? Well, stick around, because in this video, we're going to take you through the pros and cons of living in Green Valley, Arizona. And if you stick around till the end, we'll show you one of the things that we love about Green Valley. Let's get to it. If you're new to this channel and you want to learn everything from A to Z about living in Tucson, AZ, then click subscribe and tap that bell so you can be the first to learn about the current market in Tucson, Arizona. Hi, I'm Dustin, and my wife and I, Jennifer, have helped hundreds of people move to and from Tucson, Arizona. So whether you're planning on moving in 12 days, 12 weeks, or 12 months, give us a call, shoot us a text or an email so we can help you make a smooth move to Tucson, Arizona. Green Valley is about 21.5 square miles and has about 22,000 residents here. It's well known for being a 55 and over community. About 80% of the homes out here are age restricted. So many people that we know that decide to move out to Green Valley do so because it's still close enough to Tucson to commute for work or for hospital visits, doctor's visits, shopping. Everything is actually in relatively close proximity, but you get the peace of being outside of the city. Seeing that it's known as being an active 55 and over community, you can be sure that there is no shortage of recreation opportunities, both indoors and outdoors. So out here, if you want to go golfing, we have a few good options. Most notably, oh, there went a rabbit. Jumped right out in front of me. Most notably, we have the Quail Creek Golf Course, but the San Ignacio and the Canoa Ranch ones are also highly rated. There's several pickleball courts around. The GVR has these community centers with classes, tennis courts, pools. So you don't ever have to really travel too far to get those kind of community interactions and the things that just keep you going and active if you are in retirement. All right, pro number one. One of the reasons you may be watching this video and considering moving out to Tucson yourself is the warmer weather. So Green Valley, as of all of Tucson, we have year-round warmer weather. It's not very likely that you're ever gonna have to shovel snow here. Whenever we do have snowfall, it usually only sticks to the ground for a few hours. So if you're tired of shoveling snow, say goodbye to that. You can throw out that snow shovel or leave it behind when you move to Green Valley. Pro number two, and I'll probably say this on a lot of my videos, please forgive me, but I love the outdoors myself. So pro number two is gonna be outdoor activities. So we already talked about golf. Of course, there's several golf courses in the community and nearby, so you have those options. Our proximity to Madera Canyon, where you can go out there and likely find hundreds of miles of trails and just spend all day in nature, bird watching, looking at wildlife, exploring. You probably never even have to cover much of the same path twice. If you feel like doing a little bit more challenging of a hike, you can go up to Mount Wrightson. If you get up to the top, you have 360-degree views of southern Arizona. Absolutely gorgeous. Pro number three, the lower cost of living. So we've known a lot of people that have decided to move out to Green Valley, not just because of the warmer weather, but because it has a lower than average cost of living. In fact, home prices out here are typically a little bit less than what you'll find in most areas of Tucson. So if you haven't jumped over to our vlog tour where we show you around some neighborhoods and some homes, I definitely recommend that you check that out. So I believe that you can get more for your money by moving out to Green Valley. All right, pro number four I wanted to talk about is the GVR. So the GVR is basically a large homeowners association that encompasses most of Green Valley. They offer 7 major community centers, 14 total, so there's also 7 smaller ones around. They're gonna have facilities such as meeting rooms, sports courts, catering, kitchens, just generally things to help you meet up with your community. The GVR also has a catalog of events throughout the year. I took a glance at their fall catalog, and you're gonna have everything from music, dance, cooking, gardening. If you name it, there's likely something in there that fits in with one of your hobbies. So we'll include a link to the GVR in the description below. Be sure to check that out if you're thinking about moving to Green Valley. All right, now that we've covered some of Green Valley's best benefits, let's talk about the downsides. So con number one. Now, we mentioned in our pros the year-round warm weather. Well, we do have some scorching summers as well. So a lot of areas in Southern Arizona are gonna have temperatures in the summer that reach to 110 degrees, and Green Valley is no exception. Maybe a little bit cooler than the city, but it's still gonna get really hot out here. So you may find yourself, if you're staying here in the summer, kind of avoiding doing grocery trips or getting in the car during the day. When you do go, you might try to find those shady spots, even though they're a little bit further, because you know how much it's gonna heat up the inside of your car when you get back. A lot of people that don't live here full time are still gonna wanna make sure that their air conditionings are working good before they head out of town. We're typically gonna recommend, even for a vacant home, that you do keep the AC on at least a little bit for the well-being of the home and the appliances within it. All right, speaking of planning your trips accordingly, con number two, the commute back to Tucson. So although it's usually not too bad, the major highway to and from Green Valley and Tucson is I-19. I-19 can get quite congested at the beginning of the workday and the end of the workday, and it always seems like the road is under construction. So if you're heading in one of those earlier or later times of the day, plan accordingly, and if there is a car accident on the way, you can be sure that it's going to delay you quite a bit. So definitely plan your trips accordingly. Oh, and a fun fact about I-19, I believe it's the only highway in the United States where your mile markers and your road signs are actually going to be in kilometers. And finally, con number three, I would say that is going to be the lack of grocery shopping, restaurants, and just general shopping. So a lot of people that I talk to that live in Green Valley, that is one of their biggest grievances. I mean, they do have everything you need out here as far as grocery shopping goes. So there's a couple of your major grocers out here. There's a Safeway, there's a Giant Fry's over in Sarita, and a pretty sizable Walmart as well, plus various other shops around here. But still, a lot of people are gonna commute down to, especially South Tucson, if they wanna go have a special restaurant. In my opinion, Southern Arizona is the best Mexican food, has the best Mexican food on the planet. We just have this perfect recipe of ingredients coming in from the southern border, grown locally, and then we have I-10 to the north of Green Valley that brings all those ingredients from both the east and the west coasts and everything in between. So it's traveling through Tucson, it's stopping here without really having to add a bunch of freight in right there. So it really comes across explosive when you taste how flavorful the Mexican food is in the area. And best Mexican food in Tucson, of course, is going to be in South Tucson. All right, so thank you for sticking around this long. And as promised, we wanted to share something special with you about the area. So we couldn't think of anything more suiting than talking about Tubac, Arizona. So Tubac is actually technically right outside of Green Valley, just to the south. And it's known as an area where art meets history. There's lots of art galleries, there's fine dining, and of course the Tubac Golf Resort, which is a AAA 4-diamond 27-hole golf resort. As always, if you or someone you know is thinking about moving to Tucson, Arizona, be sure to give us a call, a text, or an email. Our contact information is in the description below. If you like this video and you want to be the first to know about the current market in Tucson, Arizona, then click subscribe and tap that bell for notifications. We'll see you on the next video.